West Philadelphia, his mentor is Charlie Mack.
Right.
So he done been around some gangsters, just like Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Denzel, the dude who got him in is Michael Harry-O Williams. So it's some gangster to them.
Right.
I just feel like we got too much shit going on in the real community to be worried about niggas getting slapped. And he a grown ass man. You need to be standing up for himself.
Exactly.
You got a bunch of grown ass men. You got a bunch of grown ass men out here taking up for Chris Rock, and Chris Rock ain't said shit. So to me, Chris Rock either taking a high road or he don't want no parts of that shit. And either way, everybody need to mind their business.
Well, I mean, but that's
just not reality.
Entertainment. That's not going to happen.
Reality.
You know what I mean? And if they're in this business or whatever they do is always being watched. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what you signed up for to be in this business. That's basically what you signed up for.
Check.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, man,
I'm getting a buzz in my ear.
Is it? I thought I heard it. Oh, here. Is it out now? It's still going?
It's still going.
Is it the air?
Check.
It ain't the air, is it?
It ain't the air.
Well, I don't hear it. Check. Check it now. Because we are live. We've been live.
Yeah, no, I see. Yeah. Still,
we just waiting on y'all to get in.
It's still buzzing.
It is?
Yeah.
I think
it's all right, though.
It must be your headphones.
It might be the headphones.
I just
check.
I think I heard something you just moved.
Yo. Yeah, we ain't here, though.
But anyway, I remember I told you about I always got some kind of story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so I had a crazy request. You know, I was doing Uber and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Had a crazy request. So a lady hits me up or whatever, and she says, "Hey, I have a request for you to do something for me. You know, pick up now I can't say her name because she's famous. And
Okay.
I can't say she's okay, I'm gonna tell you what. Anyway, so I was like, okay, and you might know what this stuff is too, man, because it was at one of the smoke shops and shit. You know, you go more than I do, so I don't know a whole lot. You know. All right, so she was like, well, can you go get this? I can't even mention. There's these little tubes. There's a little tube. It's like a helium, like for you know how balloons you put helium in. But this little tube gets you high, and it's at the smoke shop. I don't know if you named it. I think it began with a W. I can't remember whether it Whack or Wick or Wicks or something like
Wax?
That. Is it Wicks?
Like a wax pen?
No. It's a little tube, just like one. You know how like a big air machine for like balloons.
Yeah.
But these are little tubes. These are little, very small tubes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so she's like, "Can you get 200 of them for me?" She's like, you know, she said, "I can't come down the stairs or whatever, such and such or whatever." I think she was like too high or something already or whatever. She said, "I can't come down the stairs or whatever, and I need you to go. It's up the street from where where you was gonna pick me up from." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "All right." So it's like 5 minutes. So she was like, "Can you purchase it?" I was like, "Normally, Uber, you gotta purchase, with the card. You know what I mean? So I'll have the money already on the card and just purchase it. Bam, you done." She couldn't figure out how to do it, right? So nigga, I go there. These big ass, it's 2 boxes, like 200 of these tubes in it and shit, right? And I asked the dude at the counter, I was like, "Dude, what is this used for?" He said, porn your porn porn stars use this to get high for like so many seconds. Or at least maybe I think it was or maybe a minute. He said the high lasts for about a minute or two. And they basically use this, of course, to and if you guys out there hear me and know what I'm talking about, y'all might can tell me in the lines there. But anyway, uh, so yeah, so he was like, well, um, he said like use this or whatever, I guess to get through, I guess the whole sex scenes and stuff like that or whatever, right? You know, so he says, yeah, he said sometimes he said he had one lady come in, she'll do like uh uh 400 of them in less than an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, right?
How
So
much fuck is she doing?
I don't know what. No, it's this thing don't only last for like
a
a
minute.
minute or
Okay,
so.
so
You know what I'm saying? So they just continue. You know what I'm saying? Just like I guess smoking a cigarette. I guess I don't know, right? Anyway, and I didn't know at the time, whatever. I was kinda like, "Yo," I was like, "Yeah, I need to pick this up." He said, "She's probably a porn star." Man, I went back. I mean, no. She had to cash at me, right? Because I didn't. It was $180 something dollars. I was like, I ain't gonna pay no $180. I don't know who this is, what this is going on, whatever, right?
Exactly,
So she
exactly.
hits me up, whatever. She's like, "But can I?" She said, "I can cash app you and you can pay for it." Right? I was like, "All right, I'll do that." You know what
Cool,
I'm saying?
cool. That's
But if I
cool.
was any old nigga though, I could have
I
been
would have
just
got that
got
money
the
and
A
took
and
it.
then been burnt out, right? But
I
I
would
was
have took your money,
right. But
dog.
I was cool. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm the good man that I am. You know what I mean?
uh,
I'm honest guy, or whatever. So what I did was, she sent the cash app or whatever. I purchased it, went there, and sure enough, it was a porn star.
she was mad.
I can only tell you though after we get off of air who it was.
Was it a black?
No, no, no. She wasn't
Oh,
black.
I might not
And
know her.
yeah, no, you ain't gonna know her if you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna know her.
But anyway, man,
Is
that's
it?
my story,
If it,
dog.
hey, Fat Boy, if it ain't black, y'all, I don't know much about it. I don't know nothing
Right,
about it.
right, right, right. But anyway, that's my story, dog. And
That's your story.
yeah,
You
yeah,
sticking to
I'm
it?
sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny though, man. It was kind of like I've been getting some weird Uber shit
You should
going on.
have asked her
I
for
tell
a
you, I know, right?
scene,
I asked, I know, right? No,
dog.
seriously. So when I went up there to take her the package, there was this other box in there, whatever, and it's like a furniture thing, whatever. And I almost, I ain't gonna lie, I almost asked her like, "Do you want me to put that together for you?"
No, for real, you should
But
have.
no, no, no. But I was like, dude, when I looked in her apartment, dude, it was like, you know how like crackheads have bags just sitting down and shoes and clothes everywhere. That's how it looked. It looked horrible. I was like, oh yeah, like I could tell she ain't take care of herself
She
too
said she
well.
had a dope
You know what I'm
fiend
saying?
spot, huh?
And I can't say the name or whatever, but
But she bad,
but she
and is
real
she
nice.
is she known?
She was nice and she known,
She's a
very known,
she's a known porn
big
star.
known, big time. Yeah.
You've watched some of her videos.
Oh, yes. Well, I didn't watch it until after, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Matter of fact, here, let me do this. All right, you guys. We hope you guys tapping in. We about to get the show started in a minute, but I always got a little story before we start. We gotta click on and share everything. So if you're on here, go ahead and share so we can get this show started pretty soon. But Fat Boy, I'm gonna show you the name. I can't show it on camera though, so I'm gonna show you who it is. Fat Boy gonna go in there.
I ain't gonna know her.
No, you ain't go. You might not know her,
But
but
I
you're
know
gonna.
she, I'm a,
But when you see the name, you're gonna be like, "Oh, damn, no shit." Here. Oh, wait a minute. Make sure I'm not on camera. Hold on.
oh, you on camera. All right.
Wait
Let
a
me
minute.
see.
Hold on. Shit. Where's it at? Oh, right here. Oh shit. Can you see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't hip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't hip at all. I ain't hip at all, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't even know who she is.
But you
She
know what?
look good though.
She looked good,
Does she
man.
look
But
good in person?
I don't know. The hair was kind of shabby in person. I don't know, but
She
we'll
was
go.
up there getting
Yeah.
knocked down.
Let's
That's
get the
why
show started, man. Let's go. Let's go.
she was up there getting knocked down. She ain't had no time to spruce up. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go.
You have 2 new messages. Hey, what's up, bro? How you been? I heard you was on a show called Reasons. What's that?
Hey, Fat Boy, what's up, man? I saw you're on this show called Reasons with this guy named Fuel. Yeah, I was thinking about watching it, but like, I need some reasons to watch it. So, like, what are your reasons?
You have 0 new messages.
Yo, got some information.
Oh, yeah?
They're asking for it. What should we do? Let's give it to him. Let's do it.
From Dallas to LA.
From KC to Florida to LA.
Kansas City all the way to LA.
We watch Reasons, and it starts now.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Fuel. See, I did it early. Anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just me. It's just me, y'all.
Fat boy in the building, you already
Why
know
your camera
what time we on. We here, y'all.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? I'm sorry, y'all.
Why the camera blinking
Hey,
all of a
what's
sudden?
going on with the
It
camera?
wasn't doing nothing all this time,
What's
was it?
going on with the camera, Fuel? What you done done to my camera?
I didn't touch it, dude. There you
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it,
It's a
y'all.
movement or something
What's up,
like that.
family? Hey,
Yeah.
Nick.
Thank you guys
Hey,
for joining
Daisy.
Reasons.
What's happening?
The
Let's get
show
to
where
it.
you give us your reason of what you think of about the topic that we have in hand.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
part,
That's that part right
there. We got a good show. We got a good show for you guys today, man. We got some real interesting dear brother, dear sisters coming up. We got the tantric sex. What do y'all know about the art of tantric sex? You know, have you ever had it? Let us know. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to get into. And we're talking about interracial relationships as well. You know, are you in a interracial relationship? And if so, you know, how's it going? How does it work? I mean, how does, you know, is it a big deal with your family? You know what I'm saying? We got questions.
We got questions.
Let us know.
And you know,
All
Fat
right.
Boy got questions.
Right. What else we got? How was your weekend, man?
Man, my weekend was beautiful, man. I had my daughters this weekend, and I went out with my lady. So, you know, we went to the beach.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Yeah. Camera. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man, just went out with the ladies, chilled, hung out with the family. Mainly just that, man. Had the girls, man. Them girls is expensive, man. All y'all out there, man. Girls are expensive, man. Don't have no children if you can't afford them. I'm telling y'all. For real.
Right.
But no, for the most part, I had a great time with the girls, man. I think watching them grow up is so dope because they, you know, they start so small. They have their own personalities and they have their own minds. So it's very dope to watch them grow up. For real.
Yeah, the innocence is gone.
Yeah, that shit out of there. That shit out of there.
That's the thing. I just wasn't really waiting for or looking for the innocence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
To be yeah. Anyway, that part. I'm eating, y'all. I'm sorry.
Fuel eating on camera. I'm texting y'all. Where we at today? We here though. We here, y'all. How y'all doing, man? Leave some comments in the chat, y'all. Let me know how y'all doing, man. How was y'all weekend? How's everybody? We got Nick in there. How was the weekend? Nick, how was the show this week?
Yeah. Your camera's still
I don't
blinking,
know what's
man.
up with my camera.
I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what's going on. What you done to my camera? Oh, she said, what you eating? He eating pineapple and
pineapple and watermelon
with a little tahini.
Yeah.
A little tahini on
What
there.
ain't that like that's not an aphrodisiac, is it?
Pineapple is definitely
pineapple
is definitely an aphrodisiac.
If y'all know about those pineapples.
Yeah. I try to eat pineapples.
Interracial relations. Oh no, anyway.
Hey, Fuel's so excited about this interracial relationship because you know he like
I like
he like the white girls now.
I love everybody. It don't matter what. It don't matter what. I love everybody. Quit messing with me, man.
Hey, no, I'm messing with you today, now.
It's my week.
No. It's your week. I'm messing with Fuel today. Y'all know Fuel like the snow bunnies. Hey, old player told me, boy, you got to get you a snow bunny.
Right. Hey, all right. Before we get into these main topics, man, why you messing with me, dog? Let's talk about a girl.
Man, Brittany
Griner. Yeah, man. As you guys know, she has been sentenced to 9 years of jail.
9.5 years.
Is it 9.5 years of jail just for the little gram of weed that she had or
Cannabis
whatever.
oil.
Yeah. What do you think about that, man?
I told y'all last time we had this on the show that the president was gonna have to go get her.
Yeah.
They're using her as a political prisoner, and they're using the war to spank her for a mistake that she made, right?
Mhm.
For one, after I did my research, the maximum sentence for the crime that she committed is only 5 years.
Right.
So they gave her 4.5 more years than normal.
Mhm.
Then it says that most people who have that offense get probation,
Right.
not even parole,
Right.
probation,
Mhm.
or is parole
Right.
soon as they get convicted. So this is just a political prisoner. This is just something. She happened to be a casualty of war. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I feel bad for the sisters, but I think it's partly our fault as well, right? Because we should have been more behind it. Because if we would have been more behind it, we wouldn't have allowed them to allow Sleepy Joe to take so much time and
Well
not actually getting her out of there.
well,
Be-
I think for one, politically, I think you know, it's their country, so you have to go through the system as it may,
Absolutely.
although it is unfair.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the amount of time that you're giving, is definitely unfair. But I think one of the reasons why is being unfair is to attract the attention of the president. It's kinda like, if you want this, then you owe us this, because 'cause they're trying to get a prisoner from here, there.
Oh, they're trying to swap.
They trying to swap, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Ah.
really what it comes
So
down
that's why
to.
they held her in the
So
first
obviously,
place.
that's I think that's part of what helped made her held yeah, in the first place, you know? It was always I
Oh, so
think
she was a
and
pawn.
although she was saying that she, uh, uh, everybody was talking about it being political and all that stuff, and she was hoping that it wasn't, and that's not the case or whatever, but it is.
Absolutely.
Whenever you look at it or whatever and sum it up, that's what it is, because
She's a
that's gonna be the only way that you're gonna end up
she's
getting
a
free.
prisoner of war.
Right.
Definitely.
But, that's the only way that you're gonna end up being free is by the negotiation that America does for you to get out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and to be out and honest, I mean, I seen her, I watch her, she seemed in good spirits in good spirits, you know what I'm saying, calm. And I feel like, because you know what I'm saying, normally when you interview someone, you would say something about it being unfairly just
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
whatever, and that wasn't
That's not
the
her.
case. So it's kinda like she probably do know something to the point where
Well,
either
she knows she coming home.
her attorneys are
Yeah,
telling her,
telling
you
her
know what I'm
they gonna
saying?
come
Because
get you.
because now it's all a formality to
Yeah.
me, you know what I'm
Well, I
saying? So I
think
think
she
she will
needed to
be
be sentenced, y'all, right?
mhm,
I think she needed to be sentenced so Sleepy
in order
Joe
to
can
yeah,
make a move,
exactly,
right?
Mhm,
Because now that she's been sentenced, which the crime was done, but the punishment was cruel and unusual, right?
right,
So they maxed her out on some shit that she like. They gave her too much time for a crime for the crime that she actually did. So that way, now he has to intervene
which he
because it
has.
becomes
Right.
it now they're showing that she's a prisoner of war.
Exactly,
At
exactly.
first, before the conviction, it was merely so and solely on the mistake that she made for bringing the cannabis.
Yeah, yeah.
But once they've convicted her, now you see it. Oh shit! Maybe they are trying to use her as a pawn
Yeah,
and to get my attention.
yeah,
And the thing about Sleepy Joe is he now has to respond because now the clock is on him
yeah.
because she's been wrongfully convicted.
Right.
Far as the time,
Well, as far as the time, because
yeah,
like the max is 10 years,
yeah.
and you gave me 9.5. You said
Yeah,
9.5.
yeah,
I
but no,
say
they
9.
usually the crime. It says here I read on CNN. It says that normally they only give you 5 years for
Oh,
this
normally
crime.
5 years. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
this
But on the news, that's what I'm saying is they saying that the max was
carries
supposed to
10,
be 10 years,
but
and they gave her 9.
that was because they were trying to get her for the drug trafficking
Mhm. Oh,
for
traffic.
for the trafficking shit. So
Mhm.
that gave it a 10. But possession of marijuana, I think, is what she's in jail for.
Right, right,
So
right.
they sentenced her for the years for having the cannabis.
Well, still, it's 9. It's
It's
too
still
many.
it's too many years for that.
Right, 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 right.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that
Uh,
was messed up.
yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to touch on that, man. That's
Yeah.
one of
Let's keep her in our
the
prayers,
right.
y'all.
Keep her in our prayers. She will hopefully, soon be home soon and got, uh And yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that I do think that had to take place or whatever to get to this point, and then, like you said, the president steps in or whatever.
He should have
We'll
been
see.
stepped in, but he
Well,
was
I mean,
asleep.
you couldn't. I mean, you can't. It's kind of like like I said, you have to look at everything in the
Yeah,
political aspect. You have to look at how you can't just jump in because you're the president of this country. You know what I'm saying? And they got a president of their own country. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Right,
you
right,
just
right.
can't just bam. Hey, and then we have a prisoner that they probably feel wrongly unjust right now, which
Yeah,
they know it's not, but they
but
they
yeah,
may feel that way
yeah.
and want them back to
To
their
Russia.
country. Right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That type of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
that's how that shit works or whatever. You know what I mean?
I
And
just
we've had we had their people
probably way
before
longer.
and longer.
Definitely way
Exactly.
longer.
You know what I'm
Knowing
saying?
the government.
So this is the way to get there, that they're out. Is they're out. You know what I'm saying? To cause more havoc to the world. You know what I'm saying? But
Man,
anyway,
yeah. It's
what
fucked
else is
up.
going on in news real quick?
Man, the late great Bill Russell and Vince
Oh yeah,
Scully
rest in
died.
peace. Yes, yes. Bill
Bill
Scully. Yeah.
Russell, I think, dying at 88. Vince Scully dying at 94, man. And we lost two legendary figures in sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Bill Russell, man, just a icon,
Mhm.
just not only for basketball, just for African Americans in sports in general.
Right, right.
What they did with the lockout during the All-Star game to get more money and to actually get paid for the lockout.
Yeah, yeah.
What he did for basketball in general. A lot
Mhm.
of people don't know this but Bill Russell and Red Auerbach is the one that created the fast break.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
idea of the fast break was created by
Bill
Boston in that team in that time.
No shit. I
Absolutely.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just changed it. Received the Medal of Honor from President Obama. Just a class act.
Right.
11 championships, you guys. One as a coach and a player.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
just talk about him being a coach, but he actually two of them, he was the one he coached and played.
Right.
So he just was a legendary dude, man. And all-time leading should be the all-time leading blocker, but he has like over 1,000 blocks that they didn't even record because they wasn't recording blocks as a statistic.
Right, right,
So
right.
he's one of the reasons why they start recording blocks
Uh-huh.
as a statistic as well. So he changed the game, man. And for Vince Scully, man, all my Dodger fans, right?
Right, right,
We
right.
we we grew up on that voice, man, and to see him going and then what we do, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Being
Mhm.
broadcasters and being in the business and his
Exactly.
poise and what he stood for, his professionalism and those things, man. We lost something great. We lost two great figures in this in the world of
In this
sports,
industry,
man.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
it's sad to see, man. I learned from both of them. Just definitely Vin Scully. They were saying something about how he was able to go through all of those innings and keep that same enthusiasm. And if y'all know,
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if
yeah.
y'all watch baseball, but baseball can get boring.
Mhm.
And he kept that same enthusiasm, kept that same energy. Man, he worked for the Dodgers for 64
T5, yeah, that's a
years.
long time.
Man,
Hey, you know what? I
they
have an
tried to
ex.
keep him in Brooklyn. They tried
Yeah.
to keep him in New York. The Yankees wanted him, but he's been with the
Yeah.
Dodgers since the Brooklyn Dodgers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I have a ex-girlfriend that does, makeup, and she did, used to do Scully's makeup,
Oh
you know what I'm
yeah?
saying? This last I think either last couple of seasons maybe, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, and of course, she posted something, so shout out, to her and our condolence to the Scully family, you know
Yeah,
what I
our
mean? That's
condolences,
a
man. And
yeah.
and, and to Bill and to Bill Russell as well. Man, Pioneer. The award is named after him. The Finals MVP award.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to read out some stats just for Bill Russell before we go to the next topic.
Alright.
And I just want you to just to see
Hurry up, man, hurry up.
the
Go ahead.
award.
Go ahead.
Uh Most valuable player 1965, 1963, and 1962. I told you guys about the President Medal of Freedom. NCAA basketball tournament, most outstanding player 1955, All NBA defensive team 1969, Arthur Ashe Courage Award 2019,
Shit.
All NBA team, just Sports Center 1968 Man of the Year, Lifetime Achievement Award 2017, NBA All Star Kobe Bryant Award 1963.
Right.
Which is now a Kobe Bryant Award as
Right
well.
now,
So
yeah.
he just phenomenal. And 11 rings. We all talk Michael. We talk
Mhm.
all these greats, but he got 11 of them, man.
Yeah, we forget about that.
Yeah.
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 That's
So
crazy.
we talk about Tom Brady, we talk
But
about
when
all
they
these
ask
goats.
when the lately when you ask who the GOAT is, whatever, I have been hearing Bill Russell more and more
Absolutely, you
often now.
better.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
better.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
better, man.
Him
So
and Kareem.
shout
You know
out
what
to
I'm saying?
Bill. Shout out to
You know?
Bill, man. And man, just shout out to the family, man.
Right,
I know
right.
y'all going through it. My condolences. But one thing I will say about both of those gentlemen, they did live a full,
Yeah.
powerful, and beautiful life, man. And they touched a lot of people. So I definitely know where they're going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, let's get
Let's
into
get
this,
into it.
man. Let's get into interracial relationship. One of your favorite topics, man.
Interrelations, yeah. Yeah.
Ain't that
Yeah.
one of your?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's one of Fat
I'm
Boy's
here
favorite
for it
topics.
today. You gonna hit him over the head with
Yeah.
that dear brother, dear sister?
Yeah, yeah. And the good thing is, you guys, we got a dear brother, dear sister. Actually, a little that's kind of that goes with what we're talking about with our topic. And we're gonna let you guys hear this question as well. But real quick, shout out Marshall. Shut up. You always talking stupid. But anyway, Tantric Sex. What about threesomes and what is it?
And polygamy.
Polygamy. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. And then hey fat boy, they should have black tribin kiss tribin. Is that what that's
Oh
tribe?
yeah, the kiss. You see the kiss?
Tribin kiss band?
You see the kiss? Hey,
Oh,
y'all know how
I didn't even pay no attention to it.
yeah,
I
I
didn't
be
pay
messing
attention to
with
your
my
shirt this
graphics,
time.
y'all. Y'all know I'm in music.
Right, right,
I
right.
got my kiss on
Interracial
today.
me and fueled thought. Man, if you keep on, I'm telling you, man.
Hey, we gonna have to come get
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna
We
come and
gonna have to
get you,
come get
dog.
you, Marshall. You gotta leave my niece alone,
Yeah,
man.
right. You better quit talking about my daughter, man.
No,
I'm
for
gonna hurt you.
real.
I'm gonna hurt you.
We gotta get
Yeah.
you.
Hey, you gonna get one of them Will Smith slaps when
One
you
of
come
those
up in the
slaps.
studio. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Keep my
Out
daughter's
your mouth,
name
right?
out your mouth.
Uh,
Yeah.
what did I say on Nick Nick? Here.
Okay. Got you. So let's read some of these comments. Nick Nick says, "Hey Nick Nick, my mom is Sicilian, dad is black. I love it. Hell, I wouldn't be here. LOL. My preference is a black man, though. Absolutely,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Who
Uh,
would? Who preference wouldn't be a black man?
all right.
Shit.
All right. Well, let me hope
Let's
I
get
can
to it.
hope I can finish. I hope it wasn't Marlon's question, was it? It
No.
was it wasn't we ain't even supposed to say
Yeah, you ain't supposed to say
they're
names.
anonymous. They're
They're
anonymous.
anonymous.
Okay.
They're
I ain't supposed to
anonymous.
say my bad,
They're
my bad.
anonymous.
Yeah, they're anonymous. So we're up anyway. I think it was this one. I hope I got the right
Why
one.
you do that, Big O? I see you, Big O. What's up, King? Big O says Bill Russell was there for all too when he denied the draft. Absolutely, absolutely. He was just a change. He and him and Jim Brown was boys. And
Can you hear that?
yep. Here, listen to this,
Was
dear
that the right
brother.
one?
Yep, that's it.
I gotta play it low.
Yep.
Now there's the buzz.
Huh?
I think the buzz is coming from there. I just heard a buzz. Anyway, here we go.
Go.
All right, guys.
Dear brother, I would like to know why in the black community a lot of men have an issue with the black women dating outside their race. Love is love, right? Just curious to know what's the issue.
Run that back for him one more
You
time,
want to
you.
hit it again?
I would like to know why in the black community a lot of men
Hold
have
on.
an
Let me do it
issue.
again.
Yeah, run
I'm
it
sorry.
again.
Dear brother, I would like to know why in the black community a lot of men have an issue with the black women dating outside their race. Love is love, right? Just curious to know what's the issue.
Okay.
Dear
Oh
brother,
shoot!
Yeah. You can play that about 5 or 6 more damn times, you.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna play
No,
that
for
every time.
real.
But so as you guys, she's curious. She's curious why. And I had to put it out.
You gonna put this on
I'm
me,
gonna put it
don't
on
you?
you, dog. But first of all, I want to explain too to you guys or whatever. Since it was a question, because we have some more dear brothers too at the end. But since it was a question that kind of pertained to the topic that we was going to talk about today, I wanted to go ahead and put it out there and let let her
let's
hear it.
start it. Yeah.
Exactly. Let's go. So
I don't know, y'all. I'm so pro black, y'all. Not saying that I don't mind. Hey, Liz, I see you. Not saying that I don't. You're absolutely right, caller. Let's say that first. Love is love.
Yeah.
I just feel like, what's the issue? Is there? aren't there any eligible black men out here?
Mhm.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And I know love is love, but what's the issue with finding love with someone that looks like you? I
Hmm.
think that is very important.
But is it an issue?
What you mean?
Well, you said what's the issue with finding someone that looks like you or that or you? What's the issue?
I mean, I'm old fashioned. I mean, I can say what I want to say here because y'all
Yeah,
my
say what
family,
you want to say.
and
Yeah,
you
keep
know
it
I love
real. You know we
everybody,
keep
but
it
I
real
just
here.
feel like with the world growing the way it is, and I'm trying to find the right way to say this, y'all, because I don't want to,
They gonna come at you. Go
because they
on.
gonna come, y'all gonna come for me.
Come at them. Come at
I
no,
just
no, that's
feel
all good.
like there are a lot of eligible black men out here
Uh-huh.
that are not getting the fair shake
Mm.
because they're not in a certain mindset or financial space that their other counterparts are in, far as the others,
Like
far as
white, black,
Latino
Latino,
men,
whatever.
far as Asian men, far as
Right.
Pakistani men,
Uh-huh.
far as Mexican men. Shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very easy to go to the others,
Mhm.
right? For the black women because of financial security.
Ooh.
You
So hold on. So are you saying it's a difference as a black woman going to a different racial man as opposed to a black man going to a different racial woman?
huh? I was looking at this thing, it's crazy.
Don't be no,
Hey,
huh?
Marshall always got some
Yeah, I
wild
mean,
shit going
hey,
on over
don't
here in the
forget, I
comments.
know, right? Marshall
Marshall
tripping.
asked,
We'll
hey,
get to
leave
him
me
in a
alone,
minute.
Marshall. All
I
right, go
know,
ahead.
right?
Ask the question again. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, so what you're is there a difference between because what you're explaining, and I don't know why the daggone camera won't start messing up now, but what you're explaining, um, you were saying that as far as black women, going outside of their race, for men, you say how easy it is or whatever because of financial things, blah blah blah, whatever. Is there a difference when the black man goes to a woman
I'm
in
glad
a
you
different
asked.
race?
I'm glad you asked because I get tired of my brothers doing the same thing, right? I think the women is finance, and then with men, we're so we have so much toxic male masculinity,
Mm,
and our egos are so involved,
mhm,
and our black women are so strong
mm,
that when she don't roll over and push over like you want her to do, like we were taught like women supposed to do, right?
mhm,
Which is not the case.
mhm,
We go to the others because they're more controllable, or they're more receptive
mhm,
to what we're putting down, whereas we act like we can't get a black woman to submit to us
mm.
because she's too hard or she's too strong, and vice versa. It's like I can't make this black man be great for me because he's not financially stable or he's not emotionally in the right position because he's broken due to the women that he's dated and whatever, whatever. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, you know what? I kind of understand your perspective. I understand your perspective. Um, but to me, and I'm gonna say this. I think when it comes to something like this, me and Fatboy might not share the exact
We
same.
definitely don't.
You know what I'm saying?
We definitely don't, Phil. You know we don't. You
You
know
know what
we
I'm saying? You know
don't.
what I'm saying? It's been a while, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gotta come at you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta
I gotta come at you because
Okay.
this is the thing. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And we can talk, we can preach about, what I'm saying, our race being with our race. You know what I'm saying? We have families or whatever that only want our race with our race and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But where does it say that you cannot be happy with any or anybody else besides the
Absolutely
person that you're
nowhere.
with? Is
Nowhere.
that right?
Nowhere.
So I'm the point. I'm at a point, especially in my life, or whatever. Like back home, black and white.
Yeah.
Here, it's a little bit of
It's a
everything.
melting pot.
So
Definitely.
when I learn about different race, just their culture, if I learn the way they act, the way they speak, the way they do things, or whatever the case may be, and even maybe the support that they have even for me, and whether she's black, white, Asian, Latino or whatever, Imma gravitate to what feels good to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to gravitate as to, what everybody else is gonna
Absolutely.
think,
Yeah.
see, or feel when I'm out and about with this woman. You know what I mean? And no one I think should have to actually go through that. Oh, well, why you with that guy? Or why you with, that woman or whatever the case may be. Now if I were to come across a woman and that's in my, that's my race or whatever, then yeah, and it'll work. But if I don't, and someone else come in and step up and do what the hell she's gonna do and have my back or whatever, and I got her back for whatever, it doesn't matter. Just like we had Lisa say, it's the connection you have with someone, not what race you are. Love is colorblind. And that's how I see this whole thing, colorblind. You know what I mean? And it's good.
It has the possibility to be colorblind,
This
but
is
it's
this is the thing though. I rather, because we have this thing sometimes where we talk about our heritage and how it's been tainted with interracial kids. You know what I'm saying? And from what I've experienced and from what I've learned from interracial, because they get a lot of flack or whatever growing up because they're both are different,
yeah,
different races or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But if you really look at it too, their knowledge, for each part of their heritage is phenomenal
yeah.
because
They got
they
both
have
sides.
that entailed in them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's a good thing to me. So it doesn't matter what race that they are. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who they are, whatever. It's kind of like, I'm not going to be single for the rest of my life, not be able to find a black woman or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I'm not going to just accept anything because she's black. You see what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree with you on that as well, right? I think that I just it's my personal opinion.
Right, right,
I don't even it's funny for me, I don't even look at like when you were saying about the porn star.
right,
I won't know who she is
right.
because
If
I
she,
don't
so if she was black, you would know.
I I will have more of an idea. No real shit.
Right, right,
I
right,
will
right.
have
Because
more of an
that's your
idea
preference.
of who she is
Yes.
if she was a sister than if she was a
Right.
white girl. Because my preference is black women.
That's your
My
preference.
mother's a black woman. My sister's a black woman. All of the women that I know that are great, that love me unconditionally,
Right.
are black women.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking for a certain level of love, I'm looking for it in women, in black women.
Okay, no,
Now,
no, no.
if
Let
you
me
hold
stop you.
on,
Let me
hold
stop you.
on.
No, no, I
Now,
want to
if you
stop
do,
you.
hold on, if
No,
you
no, no,
do
no,
find
no,
that in
no,
somebody else, hold
no,
on.
no, no, because
If you do find that in somebody
uh-huh.
else, so be it. That's okay. But what I'm saying is, it is
It's not your initial.
it's definitely not my initial thing
Right. Okay.
at all.
Okay. And like you said, I was raised by 5 beautiful black women, right? And that would be, yes, would it be my choice initially? You know what I'm saying? If it was to come across as that,
Yeah,
yeah. But do I exclude someone else or whatever because you know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't. You don't either. Shit. Hell no, you
absolutely,
don't. You do not.
absolutely,
No, you
absolutely.
go with what basically that's gonna make you happy.
So
What's
you go
definitely
with what
going
likes you, is
I
what
go
you saying.
I go with what loves me.
Well, what loves you. Okay, I understand that. I
I'm
understand
not
that
just
too.
like, you know what I'm saying?
I
You gotta,
understand that.
you know what I'm saying? And the relationship has to be evolving. It has to be, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter, you know, like I said, if we use race as a crutch for our happiness, you probably won't be happy for long. If you use it for a crutch of being happy, you see what I'm saying? Because that person that could have been meant for you, because everybody is human, you know what I'm saying? And anybody God sent could be black, white, or whatever. He didn't say, "Oh, you ain't never seen in the Bible that we have to be with our own kind." Ever? Have you ever read that in the Bible?
No,
No,
absolutely
exactly.
not.
You see what I'm saying? So
Absolutely
so
not.
my point is that it doesn't matter who it is, it's more so of how you are and how you treat it. Now, yes, controversy will occur if that relationship evolves as violent, and then you start using the race card against
My
each other
thing is,
type of thing or whatever, and that's a bad feeling, that's a bad look.
eh,
But initially, that's not the whole concept of having someone that you care about, someone that you want to be with and evolve your life with or whatever. It doesn't matter.
I guess this is my issue, y'all. And y'all, we family here.
You know,
I think my true issue is that one, I'm old fashioned, and I think we should date inside our race. That's blame the American in me, y'all.
Mhm.
I'm here to tell you that I'm old fashioned. All right, let's get past that.
Okay.
Let's get past the old fashioned
Okay.
white male in me.
Right.
Okay. Okay, let's get past that guy.
Right.
But I want to say this. My biggest thing just for me is it's hard for me to get my black women to understand the plight as a black man.
Mhm.
I wouldn't even know how to one receive love from another
Right. Mhm.
or even how to put this shit onto her, right?
What you mean put what
Put
shit
all
onto?
of this.
Blackness?
There it is. I was gonna say all
All
this
that blackness
blackness,
yeah.
right? The emotions that come with it, the emotions of my fear for the police, my certain shit that I do.
Mhm.
Not no more because I be tripping on them, but just certain shit that comes with being
Okay. So
with
you
with,
feel
with being black.
so you feel there will be
A
community
disconnection.
disconnection or
Absolutely.
communication
Absolutely.
and
And not saying that all women, I said that to say it's hard for me to get the black women understand my plight.
right.
So a
When
white woman or an Asian woman, being who I am and coming from
right.
where I come from,
Mhm.
she like hell no.
Mhm.
Cause it's hard for me to get my woman,
Mhm.
right, to understand sometime where I'm emotionally at.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
she's a black woman.
Well, let me use this for okay, okay. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But let's say this. And I know that you're in a relationship now, so I'm not gonna
Go ahead, go
I
ahead,
ain't
go
trying to,
ahead,
you
go
know what I'm
ahead. You
saying?
ain't trying to fuck my
So
shit.
don't take this like, you know what I'm saying? It's hypothetically.
Hypothetically, go
Is
ahead.
what I'm saying, okay? So, say for instance, you didn't meet the person that you with now.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And but everything you see in the person that you see right now, right? That
Uh-huh.
you get from this person right now, and that person was white or Latino or Asian or whatever, you know, race or whatever. Will you deny trying to have something with that person just because of the color?
It's a possibility. Just me being honest,
Right.
right? Just being honest, it's a possibility because it's a lot of other factors going into the play. But you're absolutely right. That was a great question.
Mhm.
But just because of my mindset,
Mhm.
right? I feel like I could find that in a woman. Now, would I, would I, in a black woman,
Mhm.
would I mistreat her or ruin a friendship? No, I definitely would keep that woman as a friend. But
Mhm.
would I move forward with her in a relationship? I'm not sure because my preference,
Mhm.
right? And
Mhm.
then also me just being pro black,
Mhm.
even though I got my kiss shirt on. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
With me just being and having this deep admiration and love for the black woman,
Right.
I feel like I'm giving up on my black women. You know what I'm saying? And that
So
I'm
so
not
so you're
giving a
telling me that
fighting
you will feel
chance.
you'll feel guilty
I feel conflicted.
and conflicted.
Absolutely.
Would you feel embarrassed or you feel a certain kind of way when you go out with that person or whatever and feel like because our
N-
eyes are on you
No,
or
I
whatever?
wouldn't care about any of that.
Okay.
It would be more
Just you and
internal and
self.
personal,
Right, right, right.
right? And then knowing that I couldn't bring this white woman
Yeah.
to my mama.
Yeah. You know what?
So it'd be hard for me to fall in love with her because
Uh-huh.
I know that I can't let her meet my mama.
See, that's seriously,
No,
that's a
all jokes to the
problem with
side, but
us.
that's an issue.
That's an
Yeah,
issue with
absolutely.
us as a united nation, as it is
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah,
united.
yeah, yeah.
As that we look at color as a way of who that person is or what they are, as opposed to understanding their intent, their relation, you know, their feelings, their thoughts. You know, although like you just mentioned, um, having someone understanding the black, you know, what us as a black man go through having someone understanding that and feeling that or whatever the case would be. But if I can forget, have a conversation with that person and they can actually really understand it, you know what I'm saying? No, they're not gonna understand the feeling, but they still need to know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to relate, not really to be relate, because you won't relate to
She
it.
can never
You
relate,
never
right?
relate to it. But the point is if they're understanding or whatever, and they're giving me some sort of comforting, positive, uh, 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 reason to move forward. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Or how to ignore it.
Mhm.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes us as black men, we always jump to the drama part of everything.
Absolutely.
You know, it get extra dramatic. You know, we get aggressive, we get loud, we get mad. You know what I'm saying? But if you had, no matter she's black, white, oriental, whatever, if you have that woman that gives you that calmness in your life, you know what I'm saying, where you can go through life without not, stressing the whole, thing about color, you know what I mean? Then that would be I think that's a plus for anybody. And that's where our nation's
Absolutely.
with or whatever. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And not to take from our black women, because of course I've had a black, my daughter black, but but she's mixed with I forgot what. But
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, I mean she's black. She's what is she's shit. I can't even
She
think of what.
Creole?
Creole, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
trying to say. She's mixed with Creole. But still, you know what I'm saying? It's just the whole point of me is just kind of like I can't have it stuck in my mind of this is who I want and that's what I want and I'm not going to be with anyone unless I'm with that. You know what I mean? So that would be my whole comment. Let's get some comments real quick, you guys.
Let's
I
get,
know
cause we
we've
got a
been going.
ton of them. We
Let's
got
go.
a
Let's
ton
go.
of them.
uh,
Let's get it. Steven, Marshall in here talking shit in our chat. Marshall, get your ass out our chat. Oh, we gotta go all the way up. We got a few right there. We got a few.
Latrice in the house.
What's up, sis?
Okay. Oh man, we missed a lot.
Yeah, we missed a lot. Hey, Carolyn. Watch out there now. Yeah, you might as well go on up. You can start with you need me to write your script, fat boy. His ass crazy. Let me see what we got. Who was that?
Stupid Marshall.
Marshall said some
brother
brothers
want
want Asian girls for their submissiveness. Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely.
what? That's the only sense that you've made probably
The last three shows.
no, your whole life that I've known you. The only thing, and there is some truth to that.
Yes, but this let me tell
Hold
you
on,
something.
but let me finish.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Get on there. Go ahead.
There is some truth to that, Marshall. You know what I'm saying? But there's also I think a comfort of having that with anyone. But it's just kind of like you have there. I think that, and I hate. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this.
Go ahead.
But you do
Go
have.
ahead. Get in trouble. Go ahead.
But you do have no. I think you do have Asians that understands that, or just open to that.
Are we?
You know what I'm saying? But
Are we
the only
implying?
thing. But no,
Are
no,
we
no. But
implying that
no.
black
But what
women
I'm saying.
don't know how to be submissive?
No, 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 no. I'm saying that they are more
Or-
frequently open to it, to the point, although you might get that, but you still need everything else. You might get that submissive, of course,
You need
but
way
you
more than that.
need way more than that
And let me
with any race, really. But you are right about, Asians are more that way or whatever starting off, But I've known Asians that actually that starts off that way,
and
but
they
get around
turn
some
quick,
sisters
and it's over
and
with.
it's over with.
You heard Eddie Murphy?
It's been, and that's real talk.
Eddie,
You know what I'm
Eddie,
saying? So
Eddie, why you treat me like animal?
right, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Let's get
she said she was a bone, but she was a bush bitch.
right, oh, you stupid.
I'm just spooful.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Nickney said, it used to be very rare seeing a black woman with a white man, but it's happening way more often than not.
Absolutely,
True.
because
And because it's the point of being, I think it's the point of just being happy. What do you
not.
think? What do you think?
Absolutely not.
I disagree,
Absolutely
but fat boy,
not.
go ahead. Let's go ahead.
It is because the others are, and brothers, This is why I'm on my shit. This is why I walked in here stressed the fuck out. Listen, let me tell you why. Because brothers, we gotta get on our shit. We need to get some credit. We need to get some fucking property because these white boys got their shit together because they've been having white privilege and they've been taught financial literacy and it's these things and they're coming already equipped on how to properly articulate their emotions, on how to financially take care of these women. And so hold on. So the women are saying it's love, but they're going over there for financial stability because they're meeting other men, black men that are financially stable, but because we don't fuck shit.
I think the hyper you get, the more the camera.
And we toxic, we have toxic male masculinity through the ego and being black men that we don't know how to be patient and understanding with her.
No.
That they run away. But I doubt it's not for love all the time. A lot of the times it's for financial stability on both sides.
On both sides?
On both sides. A lot of the time, black men date white women because they got good credit. Let's keep this shit 1,000.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, black men, now I can see a black man dating an Asian woman because she's submissive, but we all, well, as black men, what we also have to understand is they're taught that culturally.
I put it. I'm gonna put it this way.
Now.
Whether you black, white, Caucasian, if you got better credit than me, I'll probably be rich.
I'm gonna date you. No dead ass.
No matter.
No dead
I don't
ass.
care what it. I mean, you know what I'm saying. If you got better than me, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
Stupid, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm serious though.
Hey, what?
But
hey,
what I'm saying is though. What I'm saying is just not that, because my whole point is this: even if she does have better credit than me or whatever the case would be. Now, my intentions of going into a relationship like that is not going to be my intention. My intention is to something that I'm gonna be able to grow. Because if I'm not gonna, if one thing is gonna happen, either she's gonna help me better myself to get my credit as well as hers, or you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna work, because I'm not gonna continue to be here while you there, no matter what race you are. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna work my way to be it. So if that person is supportive of that and able to help you, whether she's black, white, or whatever the color she is or whatever, then yes, I'm for it. But if it's just a black chick or whatever, and she got decent credit, not even A1 credit, but decent credit, you know what I'm saying? And I got, bad credit, you know what I mean? And she's not helping me kind of at least get my shit as decent as hers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What the hell?
What are we doing?
Because what are we doing?
Yeah.
There's no growth. There's no nothing or whatever. And that's just a society of trying to grow up in this society or whatever, because you have to have credit or you have to have certain things or whatever the case may be in order to grow. And if I'm stagnant or whatever here trying to grow, it's not going to help us in no way, form, or matter. So it doesn't matter what credit. It's just that I think sometimes you do have different races that uses that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's a true fact. They use that or whatever to get you, or they use that, and thinking that's all it is or whatever that's going to make this relationship grow or whatever. But it's not only that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I'm open to it, but it's still not that. Let's get some more comments.
Let's get into them comments.
Deshaun, moms.
Go ahead. Yep.
I feel like that's the same. That's the same with black men stepping over us for another ethnic group, because we don't tolerate certain foolery, or we come from a certain background, so there is a stereotype on us also.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. I mean, yeah.
And a negative perception of what black women supposed to be or what they're not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is Liz. Hit that.
What's up, Liz? It doesn't have anything to do with color. It's how they feel about each other, no matter what race they are. I'm white, and all I've ever dated was black men. And bless your heart. And bless your heart for being on the team.
Well, see, so it's all good. It's all good when she's on the team like that.
I'm just talking shit, but I'm in full agreement with that, right? And I understand that, right? But it may be also where you grew up as well, too. Yeah. And I think that plays a big part of it. Yeah. But I feel like if you grew up, my example, point being, if I'm a black man and I grew up in a predominantly Caucasian or different ethnic background or Asian background,
Right.
of course my wife or my girlfriend is gonna end up Asian, right?
Mhm.
Because of where I grew up, my environment. But I'm saying when you go out seeking, right, because you feel like
That it's not working with
it's not
someone
working
else.
in your ethnic background,
Right.
so you go to other backgrounds. Because I've been told, oh, I had to keep my options open.
Yeah.
Far as that, like saying that there's no good black men out here,
Right.
and vice versa. There's
Mhm.
no good black women out here, and I feel that that's false. But in your case, Liz, I'm not going to shit on the way you love though, and
Right.
that's why I said that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Shout out to you for at least holding down the fort on that side, right? And saying that, all right, it's not necessarily about color, because I love black men, because that's what I caught in there.
Exactly.
That's what I caught
Exactly.
in what you
And
wrote.
right. But
No.
but
No,
I think Fat Boy.
yeah,
I think he cleaned it up a little bit. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. I
That's a little.
cleaned it up.
Yeah,
You see,
yeah,
I
yeah.
cleaned
I
it up.
cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean,
Leave me alone.
but
No.
but I mean, but I do there because I have friends that's just like yourself. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? That's just basically their growth. That's how they came up or whatever. And then fortunately, they found someone in that race in
Uh-huh.
their the same race.
In there,
So
yep.
but you have the same thing, just like Marshall he did say, Jewish parents want their children to marry only another Jewish person.
Absolutely.
So we have that a
Ain't
lot.
nothing, and there's nothing.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah, yeah. So we have that a lot, you know what I'm saying, with races and stuff like that. But my question is, you know, what is it, do you feel there's something wrong with that? Or do you feel that, it's not
I have a
something
question for you,
that'll actually last for
and
long or
this is a
whatever?
question for our caller as well.
Okay.
Why is it so easy for us to go to the other side? What is it
Who
about?
said it was easy though?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, but no, you said
I'm
nobody
saying,
ever said it was easy.
well, okay.
Because
Okay,
now
what
you
makes
can
people
try
go to the
something.
other side?
You can try something, right?
Mhm.
And it just don't work.
Right.
So it don't mean that it was easy. You know what I'm saying? But do I exclude that person? You know what I'm
Absolutely
saying?
not.
Do I just keep myself just available for a black woman? You know what I'm saying? And that black woman never comes along. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right. So it's
No,
not easy.
absolutely.
But
Hey
so
man,
it's not
I was
easy.
not giving up on my black women.
No, no,
That was
no, no, no.
that was and listen, and Fat Boy, because I lift my head up because I'm
Yeah,
still
that's why
sending
I took the
no, I'm
camera
still
off.
sending off
I know, right?
people I'm posting. I'm still sending. I'm working. I'm
Right.
working while I'm working, y'all.
Working while we
I'm
working.
still sending the show.
Right, right.
Because them views looking good. So
I know, right? That's why we gotta keep.
what is damn?
I don't know. I
Yeah, go
forgot.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's what you get. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's get some more comments.
Go get no comment.
We got Mom said, if you don't take the opportunity to get to know me as a person, you won't know if I am the typical sister or not. A black man has a type which really makes it hard for sisters that look like me.
Oh,
Ooh, mom.
damn. Absolutely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man. That's
Yeah.
it is facts.
It
It
is
is
facts.
facts. You
It is
know.
facts.
Um
And I think that has a lot to do with it too on both sides.
that's
Because we come in with our own
mindset as what we feel
what
like
we
that woman
want.
should be or what they should be.
Because even when we date, right? Even when we
Uh-huh.
get into relationships, let's take the race out of it, right?
Uh-huh. We have an idea.
Especially women, they have an idea of the man that they want to marry.
Yeah.
And if the black man that she
At the
is
age
dating
of 16, nigga.
at the age of 16, and if the black man she is dating and she has been dating have not been meeting up to that criteria, she's going to search for others. But what women and men don't understand is sometimes my boy Marlon put it the perfect way. Sometimes it's the 80-20 rule, right? And the 80-20 rule is says she may come with 80% of everything that you need as a man. But the other 10%, other 20%, it takes your patience and understanding to give to her.
Interesting.
You get what I'm saying?
I
So
see what you're
she's
saying,
not gonna meaning that she's not gonna come perfect. You're going to have to work to make her for you.
and that goes to tell any race
That's
though.
what I'm saying. No, I'm saying in general.
That
But a
goes in
lot of
general.
times when we enter relationships with our own ideology of what we think they're supposed to be, which helps make it easier to say, well, I done dated 15 black men, and out of them 15 black men, they didn't have none of my ideal traits.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna open my options to these white men, and vice versa to black men, right? I done dated 15 black women, and they don't meet my ideal criteria of a woman. So now it's time, or it's okay for me to date outside of my race, because love is love, right?
Exactly. He just summed it all up. He just summed it all up, dog. Because that's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? You look for the person that basically fits whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life.
Absolutely.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just don't, you know, I'm tired of waiting, dog.
I feel I'm tired of waiting. Nobody.
I don't care what you are. If you a black woman and you know
he said,
we can hold it down.
He said your credit can't be bullshit though.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I didn't say that.
I'm messing with Phil today, y'all.
You can at least have a 700.
Ain't no for real. No, I need you to help me.
All right.
No, for real.
I need you to help me.
I need you to help me.
Right. Marshall said, I love you, fat boy.
No, for real.
No jungle love. Black love is amazing.
It is, moms. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Who we what? Marshall, who we family, Fuel, Steven.
Hi, Daddy.
Lisa said, race is human. We are all human.
Absolutely, Lisa.
That part.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I mean?
I absolutely agree,
it's
Lisa.
It's kind of like we got to get out of the mindset of this as being
as the cultural
crutch,
scam.
Being a crutch to being able to be happy and grow with anyone else, whatever.
This is my opinion
I think each one teach one. We can always teach a different culture about us, and that culture can teach. I didn't know what Armenians were until I moved here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yes, did I date someone Armenian just to learn? It really wasn't to. Well,
that man said just to learn to get how to see. You had to see what it hit for.
I just basically wanted to learn their culture, because their culture are the type of culture where Armenians have to be married with Armenian, or their families are disowned.
Yeah.
I had to see for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just hear the stereotypical things or whatever. I had to learn for myself. Even when I get it with an Asian, I have to learn for myself. With a Latino or a white person, I have to learn for myself. You know what I'm saying? I have to understand and learn the fact that, you know, that white people are privileged. They have a certain privilege that we don't have, and we know for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact. You know what I mean? What we can do about it, I don't know. But the point is, it's a fact. But that's stuff that I had to learn. And basically, if I can be with someone that basically teaches me that, and then also been able to grow, you know what I'm saying? That's more knowledge for me to pass on to anyone else or whatever, so they can be happy. Not to the point where I'm gonna be like, you know, I don't know, some dramatic shit or whatever. Like, no, don't do this or whatever. If I'm happy, I'm gonna let you know what made me happy with this person.
Absolutely.
No matter. You know what I mean? More comments about the ass. I mean, at the butt. All right.
We got comments.
The race is human. We all human. Oh, okay.
I like that, Lisa. That's a great comment, Lisa.
Hypothetically. Shut up, Marshall, man. You getting on my nerves.
Liz, don't beat me up. She said, why wouldn't she be able to meet your mother? Because my mama told me at like 16, don't bring no white girls home. That's a whole nother story. That's another story, Liz. Great question, though. Great question. Great question.
Boy. Oh, hey, fat boy. Once you go white, you'll never turn the light out. What the hell's wrong with him, man?
Hey, Marcia, get your ass out the comments, man.
I'm Big Crazy, Drew, man. We see you,
What's
Drew,
up,
in the house. I never deny my DNA. What I look like on the surface is not my true color. Race and culture is a beautiful thing. I embrace all the relationships I've had from many cultures and learned a lot. That's my point. That's exactly right, what I said, Drew.
That's
right. See, Drew, me and Drew's always like this.
Yeah, Drew.
Drew
always hitting us.
Right. And that's the real talk right there. Michelle.
Hey,
What's
Michelle.
Up, fam? Go ahead.
She said, hey, fam, I've dated and had children with black men, but eventually married outside of my race. I decided race was not a factor for me.
Yeah. See? It happens. It makes people
look
happy.
At bad boy face.
Hey, and she's been with him for a while, so
and you know what? Shout out to you, Miss Kelly. Shout out to you, Miss Kelly, for dating outside of the race and finding happiness. As long as you happy, that's all that matters to fat boy. That's all that matters.
Right. Curlin said, y'all silly.
No, for real. You know he is.
Right.
You know he is.
And Drew said, I ended up marrying a black queen. but I hate using those terms. We need to understand where we come from, regardless of the circumstance. Slavery mixing of the race is beautiful. Look, Fat Boy, hold on. I want you to see Fat Boy face, Drew, when I said that. When I told
Hey, shout out to you, Drew.
that's all you can say is shout out to
Shout out to you,
you.
Drew, man. Hey, I'm just gonna be
That's
throwing
funny.
out a lot of shouts out here, though,
Yeah.
y'all. But absolutely, Carolyn says, "Facts, Fat Boy. I am now open to other races."
See? See?
God damn.
But
Hey, brothers. Hey, brothers. Go. Hey,
because
put this camera. Where you at?
this on
Hey,
you.
man. Hey, fellas. Black men, and I'm speaking to you only. We got to get our shit together, fellas. Our women are running away in droves because our asses
Ooh.
are
Ooh.
felons
Hold on, hold on,
and
hold
we
on.
in trouble. Go ahead.
Oh, I just
Go ahead.
thought of
What you
something.
got?
Why you just said we gotta get our shit
We
together.
got to get our shit together.
Okay.
We got to.
No, but it's not always that.
Yeah.
You have athletes, a lot of
Athletes.
athletes,
Athletes.
athletes, athlete foot fungus. No. But you
You-
have a lot of athletes that basically, in the sports, and they're mixed. I
Yeah.
mean, they find someone
OD.
because,
Oh, yeah.
and they don't have to
Odell
be
Beckham got a white girl. Shot.
Beckham. We can go down the list.
That shit be pissing me off.
We can go down the list. But the point is though,
But love is love.
yeah, and what's and what's making them happy, even if it's sometimes it's that temporary thing. You know what I mean? Because most time, half of the time it is temporary because they just don't work out.
No.
But that's that person personality. That's that person's upbringing, like you said, or
Mhm.
whatever that causes that.
Yeah.
It's not the fact because they this.
Absolutely.
It's just the fact of how their upbringing came, what they understand what life is and should be about, whatever. And they get with you. You have all different ethnic women that want a black athlete.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And seek out
Black
black
athletes.
athletes. You
To
know what I'm
get
saying?
pregnant by black
Because they
athletes.
got a different color and they
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
hair
yeah.
and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I mean? So sometimes they fall for it.
Shout out to the
You know,
Kardashians.
and so sometimes people, they fall for it or whatever, and they end up paying for it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But the whole point is not the fact because because the exact same thing can happen with a black woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And which you have seen in the news, in the what's the name, that even the black women with athletes or whatever, black, athletes or whatever, still have those same problems.
Yeah.
It's the personality.
Serena
It's
Williams.
not the color. It's the personality.
Yeah.
It's the characteristic, and it's how they've been raised or whatever that basically make them who they are. So we can never say, it's just their color.
Why?
You know
So
what I'm saying?
why did Serena Williams date outside ended up with the white boy from Reddit?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Still
And
don't know.
she's from Compton,
She's from
nigga.
Compton.
She's from Compton.
She's from
So
Compton.
obviously there's something about that man that makes her happy. There's
Shout out
something
to
about
him.
that man that make her understand, you know what I'm saying? And maybe
She was dating black
exactly
for a
but
minute.
yeah.
And that's why I also say about our brothers, right? It's a certain, and that's why I'm really taking a conscious decision on how I treat my lady. It's like it's a certain level that we have to start to be seen at because our women don't respect it like they used to. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What was the next one?
There are benefits I have noticed in marriage.
Ooh,
Elaborate on
oh,
that.
yeah. Benefits that you have noticed in marriage that's basically because he's white. Dang, even our Alexis was even trying to wonder what it is.
Yeah, no, for real.
Alexis was like, hey, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shell, because what some of the benefits, I mean, you might want to collaborate and let us know what you mean by that because that just shows the point that I was making about, the white privilege. You know what I'm saying? Well, so you might be and maybe you're talking about something as pertaining to that. Hit us up, let us know what you mean by that too. Or
Crash
what
Squirrels go to
what are
9?
some of it, huh? Curlin said, okay, Fuel, we better hook up. I am almost a 900 in credit?
Hey, shout out. Hey, make me
Calm
an
it down!
authorized user.
Calm it down!
Hey, can I be an authorized user? on your
I know,
shit?
right?
Yo,
Authorized
God
user.
damn.
900?
900? Shout out to you,
I
Carolyn.
know, right?
900.
They gonna be knocking that. They knocking at your door. You should have said that on here. They gonna be knocking.
That's all states,
Right,
man.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? No, that's shout out to that. Hey, hey, you definitely better not go out. Hey, Carolyn, I'm watching you.
Right.
I'm watching you. You better not be dating outside. We need you. Shit.
No, you date with who make you happy,
You date
girl.
who make you happy, but black men need you. I'm not listening to it. Don't listen to Phil. It's a black man out here that needs you. He needs you
Oh
to
yeah,
put him in a better place.
yeah. This is the black man that needs.
It's a
Business is hard. Okay, okay, y'all.
Phil
We laughing, but the whole thing is not a
It's
funny.
very serious.
It's not a funny matter.
No, real
But
talk.
some things that we are saying are kind of funny though. I got it. It do get us. I'm just so don't think we don't take this whole thing
Yeah,
serious
no, it's
as well.
serious. Yes,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? What does that say? Being in a relationship on finances.
Yeah, basing a relationship. Hey,
Oh.
pops, how you doing? Basing a relationship on finances is so superficial. Absolutely, absolutely, and your relationship is going to dwindle if so. I've dated Cambodian, Filipino, Hispanic, European, etc., and it was simply because they were beautiful. Never paid attention to their race or nationality.
That's
Absolutely.
I love beauty. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
all I'm saying.
hey, Drew,
That's all I'm saying.
Drew,
I love
Drew,
beauty.
stop
It
giving
doesn't.
this man out. Stop giving him a way out. Stop
It's-
giving him a way
It's
out,
the
man.
real. It's the real
No,
though.
real
Man.
talk. Good. No, I get it.
It is. You know,
get it.
you date with who you are attracted to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm attracted to beautiful women, and it doesn't matter light skin. Now I do have no.
You got a preference.
Hold on.
You got a
let me
preference.
back up. Because I have said this before, and my friends always call me racist because I say this. I'm just not I'm attracted to him as a friend. I'm attracted to him as being cool or whatever. But I'm not attracted to someone that is actually darker than me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What feels
I'm
ass, y'all?
I'm talking about in a relationship aspect. I'm saying in a relationship.
Yeah, I
Put it and not to say that I'm not willing to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if I see her and I'll be like, oh no, I ain't gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I haven't had that initial one that basically came no matter what, how darker she is to me, that came to me in a correct way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That type of thing or whatever. And it's never happened all my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, my son's daughter, my son's mom is darker than me. But we never was in a relationship ever. And I think, not to say I use that as part of it, but it's just ever since her that it just never been. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe she traumatized me. I don't know. Some kind of way. I didn't say that, baby mama. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He just said.
I'm just kidding.
It ain't me. All right, what we got? I grew up in Detroit. Absolutely. So it's different. Absolutely. It's different for you. I have never been attracted to white men. Absolutely. You live in Detroit. The white boys is out 8 Mile. You probably off of Euclid or something. I was married to one for 35 years. That's right. I was married to a black man for 35 years. All right. Marshall said, look, you don't want to eat the same food every day, 3 times a day. Some days you want Italian, other days you want Mexican, etc. Hey,
hold on. Hey,
Marshall,
why you start making sense all of a sudden?
Hey, Marshall, get your ass out the comments. That's crazy, man. Marshall is a fool, man.
I know. We're gonna have to get you here in the studio, dog.
Hey, you're a fool, Marshall.
We're gonna get you in the studio.
Great point.
Look,
there's nothing, and you know what, y'all? There's nothing wrong with variety as well. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with variety, y'all. Fat Boy's preference is date outside your race. If you want to date outside your race, love who loves you. Shout out for real, and that's real talk.
Oh God, you gotta be willing.
On God, you gotta be willing to be patient. Like Marlon said, absolutely, we gotta start being patient
Hold
with
on,
our
man.
women.
Hold on. I can't be patient forever. You know what I'm saying?
You have
I
to
can't go years and being patient.
And I think that's what our women feel about us as well, right?
Well,
it's this. I can't be understanding and patient for.
I mean, but how patient? Tell me what is how long is patience to you?
Well,
you
when a man find a wife, he find a good thing. So
exactly, you have to find
how long it takes for her patience to.
But then what about the ones that you basically thought was your wife? The one that you thought and it didn't work out.
Well, you know what my grandma say, you
how
thought like lit.
You thought wrong.
You know what lit thought he farted, but he, dookied on himself. Yeah.
Right. Let me see.
We got in here because we gotta get to that
I
last
know, man.
topic.
We gotta get to this next topic, y'all. We've been
We
on
already
this
read
for a
that one.
minute.
Go down.
Look,
Go to Miss Kelly.
that one, love is love.
Love is love.
Love with you.
Okay, my cousin dropped some knowledge.
Was that Vince?
Yep, my cousin. Shout out to my cousin, man, in the chat. Only babies and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man has to provide sometimes to be loved unconditionally. Absolutely. Which is a big reason why our women run off on us too.
Okay.
Hey Renee, I see you, Gussie
Gus
Gus.
is in the house. What's up, Gus?
Are we talking
What were we
about
talking about?
interracial relationships?
Yeah, watch for a while. Maybe you get
Yeah,
you catch on to what's going on.
She got prayer. She just got out of prayer.
But pray your ass into this comment.
Hey, feel crazy, man.
Pray into this,
Yeah,
man.
feel.
Pray into these comments now. Real quick, we're gonna get these last 2 comments, and we're gonna go to the next topic, you guys, because we've been on this for a minute.
Day. Yeah, we'll go all day.
Go ahead. Go with, Kelly.
Okay, I got you, Miss Kelly.
Did we speak to Renee?
Yeah, we spoke. Hey, Renee.
What's up, Renee? What's up?
Michelle Kelly said, I've seen him get pulled over. Officer allow him to unholster his gun, disengage the one in the chamber, drop the clip, and put his gun up. This does not occur with our black men. Hubby armed security. Right. Absolutely, they would have blew his damn head off.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what she was saying as far as one of the benefits
of
and
privileges. And our black men ain't
it's amazing how that
don't have that privilege, man. And that's why we need you, Miss Kelly. But shout out to the love you found, though.
Right.
That's why we need you in our lives. We need good black women.
And that's the human race. That's what Vic said.
Okay,
yes,
Pop.
Yes, sir. That's
Absolutely.
where we at. And that's we're gonna leave it with that
there.
because we on the road tonight.
Yeah, we got some shit going.
We got a lot of people here, man.
Here.
So we appreciate you guys tapping in. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. You know what I mean? Because we want to see you guys every week and want to be able to comment. And hopefully, you can be talking about something that actually relates to you that you can kind of let us know and give us your input and the reasons why you think what you think about what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Right? All right. So let's get into this next topic, you guys. This is crazy. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's crazy, but
you leaving us already, Gussie Gus? Oh, yeah. You ready?
All right, guys.
We're going to start it, man.
Have you had a tantric sex?
Tantric
sex.
Tantric sex.
Why do I act like it's tainted? Say it again. Tantric sex.
Yeah. From the art of Tantra.
Yeah, from the art of Tantra. Have you ever had that? If so, if you guys out there in the comment, let us know and let us know what y'all think about it. Let us know how it was.
No, for real.
Definitely for real. I mean, this is something new, that's been going around. I don't know how new it is, but
definitely not new.
It's not new, but it's kind of like
starting to talk about it.
Being talked about more.
Absolutely.
Put it that way. It is being talked about
definitely
more.
Not new, though.
Which is kind of a healthier way, I would say, as to having. But we'll get into that in a minute as to but I'm gonna let Fat Boy go over the first part of basically what tantric is. Am I doing the first? You're doing the first.
Yeah,
part, right?
I was doing the first part.
All right.
So let's start it, man. Of course, we always coming y'all with some games. So this is from Medical News Today. And tantric sex originates from ancient Hinduism and revolves around sexual practices that focus on creating a deep, intimate connection. During tantric sex, the aim is to be present in the moment to achieve a sensual and fulfilling sexual experience. This article, whatever, we're not gonna go into that.
Right.
And so let's talk about what is tantric sex.
Right.
So the concept of tantric sex came from ancient Hinduism and ideas from Tantra. Okay. Tantra stems loosely from religious texts that focus on spirituality, spiritualism. Sorry. I was gonna say spiritualism, and that's not even a word, y'all. Spiritualism. Tantric sex is a slow, meditative form of sex where the end goal is not orgasm, but enjoying the sexual journey and sensations of the body. It aims to move sexual energy throughout the body for healing, transformation, and enlightenment. Proponents of tantric sex believe that tantric techniques may help resolve sexual complications such as premature
Wow.
ejaculation, erectile
Function
dysfunction, and
and orgasm.
anorgasm,
Orgasm.
anorgasma,
Wow.
anorgasmia. And I
Yeah.
have no clue what that is, so we about to find out what it means real
Yeah, you
quick.
got to click on that.
Oh, when you ain't having an orgasm.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Orgasm dysfunction.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you
Have
experienced?
anybody in the?
Oh, but then we're
I
gonna
am
go,
okay.
yeah, go ahead,
So
go
let's
ahead,
talk
go
about
ahead.
myself. I am huge on tantric. Not saying that I perform and I do everything that but I'm huge on touch, and uh, the emotional bond because I feel personally that sex is trash when you come in just for simply the orgasm.
Right.
I think that what we call foreplay is a
Right.
big part of tantric art. That foreplay and that receiving each other mentally,
Right.
physically, emotionally, spiritually is what makes the orgasm and the sex that much greater.
Right.
And I think that if you have not experienced this, you have not really had sex.
Mm.
And I always tell women this, and it used to be a thing before I got in a relationship. I can tell how the night is going to go when I'm dealing with a woman
Mhm.
if the way that I touch her makes her quiver.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Because tantric deals with that. It's all about the touch.
Exactly.
And most men and women are so focused on the sexual act that they don't know that
This is something
the
that's more
touch helps the actual sex.
enhances. Yes.
It
Yes.
enhances the
Yes.
actual sex. So
Exactly.
a lot of women aren't being properly touched and properly put into the mood because men are so quick to have sex.
Right.
And so I always knew when I was in the street, it was actually like, oh yeah, I got her. Right? Because I know you ain't been touched properly because of this, right? And understanding the art of Tantra.
Mm.
Go ahead, Phil. What you
So
got?
are you telling me that you was already practicing tantric sex
Always.
before
Always have.
it even
Yeah,
came
yeah. I
a
learned
thing
about it.
thing?
I learned about it from the movie American Pie. So the same movie that I learned how to pop a bra was the same movie I
Or
learned
how to
about
take it.
tantric art,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
art of
yeah, yeah.
tantra. So
Right.
yeah, I've known about that maybe shit
Yeah.
about 15 years now.
Okay.
Now after this we have this conversation. I'm actually about to start practicing it and going
more.
into it, but I learned little things about it as a young man just because I knew other men wasn't.
Yeah. I grew up basically because me just genuinely being curious of a woman's body and
Mm-hmm.
how and what makes her feel a certain way or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I grew up basically, you know, like you said, sometimes you touch in a certain way. You look
Mm-hmm.
at, you know what I'm saying, to see what makes them, what moves them,
Yeah,
you
what
know?
moves them?
And I was doing that not knowing that this is what it was. I was doing it more so as a foreplay, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why, it's kind of like it's new, but it's new because it's kind of like this is something that you can actually do without having intercourse.
Yeah.
This is something that you can do, say for instance, for young ladies out there that, just not ready to have sex yet. You know what I'm saying? Uh now I can say though, it can get so heated
That you
to
want
the
to.
point that you're gonna want to. And if you're not strong,
You're gonna break.
you're gonna
Absolutely.
break because certain emotions, certain pieces, certain nerves in your body or whatever is going to want more. You know what I'm saying? And you have to know where that breaking point is. Because I know sometimes I would get probably a little bit like, I'll probably but anyway, we're gonna get into that later real quick or whatever. But that's and I'm gonna go over how to prepare for that.
Absolutely. And I
For
still got some more
tantric
stuff
sex.
too.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna
so
give you guys
let's get
knowing
some
one's
comments.
body and knowing your partner's body. But we're gonna go on that
Yeah,
next.
yeah,
Let's get
yeah,
into
yeah.
these comments.
Hold on.
All right, I see y'all. We defined it.
Yeah, yeah, we defined it. How can fat boy talk about tantric sex?
Hey, look. Hey, one thing about me, Marshall, is listen, player. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
We ain't gonna do
We
that.
ain't gonna do that. I ain't even gonna do that to you
right.
today. We ain't gonna even do that.
Hold
Fat
on.
boy,
If anybody ain't getting none, it's Marshall.
absolutely.
You know he ain't getting none. Ain't nobody messing with
Marshall,
you,
I done
stupid
probably
ass
had more
man.
in the last 2 weeks than you done had in the last 6 months,
In
big dog.
shit, on the last 6 years.
Yeah, yeah, man. You gotta stop playing
Don't
with
come at
me.
us, boy. You know what I'm saying? Who's that? Oh, what's it?
Oh, said,
Hell no.
hell to the no, no,
I'm
no.
good. No tantric sex for me. Sounds cray. Really?
If
Nick
you,
Nick?
it's
It's not really
you.
crazy if you're and hold on. And for those that have a has been in a long-term relationship and just having sex the regular way. This is actually something that may enhance, maybe
Y'all
get the
sexual,
grow. You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
sexual chemistry.
It's your chemistry or whatever may grow more together. Now, if it gets to where y'all a little like goofy or y'all not in entwined with each other, y'all not, you know what I'm saying, on
Connecting.
connecting
Yeah.
with each other, then you know what I'm saying, it's probably not for you guys, and it might say something about y'all
Yeah.
relationship. You
That
know what
mean
I
you've been
mean?
having bad
So
sex all this
try,
time.
try to see,
Yeah, no,
try to
for real.
see. You know what I'm saying?
I think that we're not understanding that you when you do foreplay is that's a form of tantric.
It is, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
the
hot
foreplay.
flashes. I ain't trying to have marathon for.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nick
But
Nick
it
says
doesn't
she
have
has
to
hot
be.
flashes. It
It
don't.
doesn't have to be stretched out. And I said
No,
this
it
like a
don't.
week
It don't.
ago.
Right.
I mentally have sex with my woman all the time, which is a form of tantric. It's a form of meditation, a form of always creating that lure, always creating that sexual attraction without a touch. Go ahead.
You young folks
Where we
probably
at?
do.
What you got for me?
Who was that?
Miss Kelly said the young folks probably
Probably don't practice.
do not practice it. Absolutely not. He too fast. He's a quick pumper.
Yeah.
That's why.
She said
Touches
touches everything.
everything. Absolutely, Miss Michelle.
Right.
Absolutely.
Renee says sounds like I would be missing something. I have been touched the right way. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. I had to go to me. Sounds like I would be missing something. I have been touched the right way without that nonsense, especially if you are a passionate person. Oh, really? Hmm.
Yeah.
And she's been married for some years.
Yeah.
You know, but the other thing is, if your sexual chemistry works for you, and that's all you need, and
Which you
happiness
have been
is
doing
you're
that.
right,
And I think that that's what
huh?
y'all missing, right? If you've been having and you've been experiencing a certain level of
So she
touch,
actually has
you
been doing
have
it.
been
That's what
experiencing
she said, but
tantric
didn't know that's what
and
it
not
was.
understanding that that's what it is
Exactly.
because we've been calling it foreplay.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you get that? Did you get that, Renee? I hope you got that. I hope you got that. Right, Andrew.
Married people always practice the tantric philosophy.
Mhm.
They both lay on their lazy backs, for
Fondling
fondling
each
each other,
other,
trying
trying
to
to see
see who gonna get on top first. Absolute right, but that's not tantric,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That's not
Tantric is what's the word I'm looking for?
cuffing
A combined connective
connection. Yeah, 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 yeah,
vibe,
yeah.
right? It's the woman and the man equally participating to
To
create
create, yeah,
this vibe
exactly,
and this uh sensation.
exactly. Fuel not true. Better get with OGs. What do you mean? What's not true? What's not true, Renee? Fuel not true. Better get with the OGs. Basically chemistry. That's what Michelle said. But I don't know what Renee mean.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah.
chemistry.
Give us some more.
Absolutely.
No, that's
That's
what Michelle
basically
said.
chemistry.
That's what
But
Michelle said.
another
I'm talking
level of
about what
chemistry,
Renee
and this is
said.
a great point to what Michelle said, right? It's establishing a certain level of chemistry.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, and I told my ladies too, a lot of times we be so focused on sex that we're really not establishing a true emotional bond and emotional chemistry.
Mhm.
And the emotional bond and emotional chemistry is what makes sex great. But if we're not establishing that, which tantric does, right? It's not
Mhm.
just standing and holding each other. It's more of bonding and
Right.
knowing oneself and then getting to know the other's body and using that to mesh and create a great sexual experience.
Right. And so let's get into how to prepare. okay? And it's coming
No, we
from the
gotta.
same. No, it's the part of how to
You gonna go? We supposed to
prepare.
know one's body first.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
we
we
kind
running
of
out of
yeah
time. Go
we
ahead.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
There's a few things a couple can do to help prepare tantric sex. For example, they can read further into it. The more knowledge someone has on the topic tantric sex, and more they have are likely to feel prepared. Set aside time. Tantric sex is a is about moving slowly and being in the moment in some cases. It can last an hour or more. Therefore, be sure to set aside some time to fully engage and enjoy the experience. Prepare the mind. Focusing on the moment can be difficult if a person is experiencing stress or like Nick said, you know what I'm saying? She be hot, getting hot flashes, stress, or has many things on their mind. Meditating or stretching before tantric sex may help achieve a clear mindset. Find a food place. I mean, a food place. Find a good place.
Find a food
I know,
place.
right? No,
Do not listen to
find a
Phil.
good
No,
place. Find a good place. Environment has a key role in tantric sex. Ideally, it would take place in a relaxing setting with a comfortable temperature. A person may want to dim the lights, light a scented candle, or put on relaxing music. Building the moment with oneself. Building the moment with oneself, as a person can try following these tips. Practice mindfulness. Uh, I'm gonna just go down to the tips or whatever. Explore the body, masturbate. A person may wish to engage in tantric self-love, like with partnered sex. The goal of this may not be orgasm. Instead, people may do this to try to feel more connected with their own bodies. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a woman that doesn't masturbate can't
Do
properly
that.
have sex either.
Yeah.
But that's
Uh
another story for another day.
Adopt a hand on a heart position to gain a deep connection. Couples should sit cross legged and face each other. Both partners should place their right hand on their hearts, on the other's hearts, with the left hand atop of their partners. Feel the connection and try to synchronize breathing. Uh, do not go linear. Normally, sexual activities might follow a script for foreplay, intercourse, and orgasm. However, tantric sex is about experimenting. So it is the best stay open. It is best to stay open what feels good in the moment. Make eye contact. Take things slow. And then there's the whole breathing technical guys that you can actually look up or whatever. Some medical news today. I just wanted to go a
Matter of
few
fact,
things,
I
but
could
you know, whether
can I copy the link and post it in the chat?
yeah, probably could.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to copy this
We're
link
gonna
and,
copy
and
the
post
link.
it in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you guys can actually and for those of you that you know, I know it's sometimes you know, especially if you've been in a long lasting relationship, you might it sounds goofy or it sounds like, you know, but it could be a good experience, something that you haven't experienced, especially when it comes to, you know, have you ever sit with your partner and touched each other's heart, you know what I'm saying, and try to breathe, you know, have synchronizing breathing exercise with each other, whatever, and you know, feel something different from what you have in your long lasting relationship. You know,
Hmm.
so this is nothing
Hmm.
that's basically is really stupid. It's just more so of getting more connected. If you're already connected through chemistry and stuff like that, this is really like
It's
enhance
there,
you
y'all.
guys a whole lot, you know, even more.
So
So
if y'all wanna tap in with the article, go ahead and click the link in the chat. It's there under my name, George Taylor. So I just wanted to give y'all that chat and wanted to
uh
give y'all the link.
I will have chemistry with everyone. It just doesn't happen. Right. That's right. Exactly. It doesn't. Um, but you said, have you seen Michelle asked, have you seen Build a Sex Room on Netflix? I've actually kept skipping
I'm gonna check it
that one
out.
song, but now that you mentioned it,
I gotta check it
yeah,
out.
I'm gonna check it out because maybe obviously that basically what probably what it is.
That's part
Yeah,
of the test.
yeah. And I kept on watching, but then the two, this is the thing though, Shell. I be sometimes when I get home from work, cause I be doing Uber and shit, I get home at 10 at night. I don't wanna watch it by myself.
And they be here catching all of themselves.
I ain't telling you that. Right. Okay, Liz. You wanna read
I
that?
got you. I'm gonna finish it up. Liz says, I was with someone for the past 3 years. I answered the phone for his business. I did everything, including cooking his meals until he slept with the customer. Now he has gotten skinny. He cleans her house. She has him dog sitting. She is also white. He says he.
What's the rest? I don't think we can see the
Let me see. Okay, I can say she said he doesn't even know she's married. I just found this out. She's treating him like a houseboy, and he can't even see it. Should I tell him or not? Absolutely. Tell his ass quick. And will I do what I like to do? Gloat a little when you do it. Yeah. Telling me fucked up.
Yeah,
That's what you do. You're telling me
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And he over there being a servant. And he should have stayed home where the meals was hot. Now he in there Molly the maid. He gonna learn today the grass ain't greener on the other side. It's real brown over there. It's hella brown. It's hella brown. All right, y'all. We getting ready for this last, dear brother, dear sisters. And y'all know if y'all always, if I need y'all to send your dear brothers and dear sisters to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com a small audio clip no longer than a minute. All right, y'all. Make sure you send it to firedupbroadcasting.com. I mean, I'm sorry, firedupbroadcasting at gmail.com and title it Dear Brother, Dear Sister. Hit them over the head, Fuel. What you got for them?
Okay. Well, I hope. I mean, we did kind of cut that kind of short, huh?
Yeah, we cut Tantric
because we
off.
are short on
Yeah,
time, you
because
guys,
we
or
got the
whatever. That's why we
interracial,
put the link in
the
there.
interracial, we got a
Yeah.
little busy on that.
So to get more into that, you guys, we got the link
The link is there.
posted
So
right
make
there.
sure y'all hit that and go
And check it out.
check it out.
Yeah. Okay. So, dear brother, dear sister, you guys, we got some good ones. We got some good ones. And
Just
if
one.
you don't hear yours today, it will be
It
on
will
next
be on
week.
next
your
week or the week
show.
after.
Yeah. Because we did get a lot this week.
Yeah, we did.
A lot.
Yeah.
So
We're
let's
just
see.
gonna do one more, right?
We can do. Well,
Let's
it
just do
depends on
one.
how long the one goes,
You heard me? Let's
because
just do one.
we over time.
Let's just do one.
Do one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we
Which
come
one?
back next week.
All right. If I can find the one. Which one was it? This one? Yeah. Okay.
You ready? Which one you want to do?
Dear brother, I would like to know why in the
No,
black
we did that one already.
community
Oh, we
a
did that
lot
one.
of
Yeah.
men.
Oh, okay. It was this one.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. You know I'll be technically messing up stuff. Here we go.
Dear brother, why do men have a good woman at home that does everything for them? Sex is good, food is good, pussy is good, everything's good, but they still go out?
Come on, run that shit, run it back, Fuel.
I thought she had something else to
I
say.
just want to know.
Oh,
It took a minute.
Yeah, she just want to know.
I just want to know.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead, run
here
it
we
back,
go.
run it back.
One more time, y'all. Here it is. Dear brothers, dear sisters.
Dear brother, why do men have a good woman at home that does everything for them? Sex is good, food is good, pussy is good, everything's good, but they still go out?
Leave me alone, Fuel.
I just want to know.
She just want to know, y'all. She just want to know. I can tell you. Oh, fat boy, stop being an echo. Hey, look now. Look, what's wrong with this? Hey, man. Hey, Fuel, what's wrong with
I don't know
you?
what happened. I don't know
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
Nothing.
Hey, look, that's a great question. I think that it could be two things. It could be two things. The sex is not as good as you think it is. That could be that. Or it could be three things. Three things. The sex is not as good as you think it is. One, and you need to try things like tantric art and kind of spruce it up a little bit. Stop over there. Fuel tripping. Hey, Fuel is wilding out over here. Two is that
All right.
he doesn't that he is an immature man and he doesn't understand you as a woman. And three, it could be something that you're not doing that has nothing to do with sex. It could be something as far as you feeding him. You may not be properly feeding him the way he needs you to.
Right.
It may not be sexually.
Right.
It may not be the food, right? It may be mentally. It may be emotionally.
Communication.
It may be spiritually.
Yeah.
It may be communication. So things it's not always sex. And I think that I have to tell my woman this all the time. Once you've been doing this shit for a while, sex is the least of your worries because it's not something that you can't get. What you can't get is peace, right? These are things that is hard and intricate and hard to get, right? And so sex is easy to get. Food you can go buy. So it could be things that you feel
that you're
that you're
giving.
giving that you're
You're
not
you're you're
giving.
thinking that you're giving everything, but you're not communicating enough to that person to understand that, you know, he's not getting what he wants.
Or he could
You
just
know,
be a
or he's
clown.
but you got users, you got
Absolutely.
opportunists, you know what I'm saying? Things like that or whatever when you're doing everything possible within a relationship or whatever and they still step out. You know what I mean? But uh when you have the mind thinking, "Oh, I cook for him. Oh, I do this. Oh, I do that," and he's still doing it,
Yeah.
then that's when you have to ask that question.
What am I
What is
not
it that
doing?
I'm not
Come
doing?
on.
And are you capable of
Of
giving that
giving that.
person or
Absolutely.
what you're not giving that they might ask for?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To help uh ratify whether the relationship is going to grow, or if y'all gonna be together for however long. Did that make sense?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So for caller, that's really and I know I was kind of giggling a lot or
Yeah,
whatever
that's
between
crazy over
because
there.
it was just the expression of a man, but I couldn't help it. But anyway, but seriously speaking though,
Yeah.
it really comes to that. It comes to the fact that sometimes you can be doing everything in that
Yeah.
relationship or
Yeah.
whatever, and it could be just one sided.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So if you recognize everything that you're doing and this person is still stepping out, there's something that you're not doing
Absolutely.
or whatever for him to do that, to keep him at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you need to figure out what that is, even if it's to the fact that y'all probably not should be together. You
Absolutely.
know what I
And I
mean?
was gonna say that I think what I caught is she mentioned sex and then she mentioned
Food.
no, she mentioned sex and then she mentioned pussy,
Ah,
right? Which is the same thing.
oh yeah,
So meaning that a lot of your focus is on the good sex that you provide,
right.
right?
Or that you
Or
feel
or
that you
or you think that that's what he needs,
or you feel
or you
and then
feel
you
that you're
you
doing.
might saying is
It
he
is
saying
great.
it's good sex?
Is he saying it's good sex,
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
But
He's
if
saying
it
is it
is
good?
good sex, maybe it wasn't the sex at all.
Right.
Maybe it's something that's non-sexual that you are not doing,
Exactly.
right? And I think that, and I'm gonna get to your comment as well, Nick. Nick, I think that it's partly men's fault, right? Because we
Don't always
solely
say.
date on sex,
Mhm.
right? And so women have been only offering us sex because we have no other standard,
Right.
right? And we talked about that the other show, right? About
Right, right.
how men lack a certain standard, so women only offer a certain thing.
Right.
And that's what y'all think we need. But a lot of time we just need our head rubbed.
Or thinking the fact just because you give it,
Give it.
that's all we
That's
want.
that's that's how we decompress.
You
And
know what I'm
that's not
saying? And
it.
that's not
A
it.
lot of times we need you just to be quiet and hear us. A lot of times we need your empathy. A lot of times we need you to take the fact that we're your protector, your provider, and look at us as men who are going through something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And understand that we not always perfect, that we have flaws. Sometimes it's more than just sex. And I think that women especially think that that's a big thing for us.
Mhm.
But once a man gets all the sex and he gets all the material things he has, he starts to realize that, damn, I'm lacking so much more.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And sex,
But and then also,
sex can't fill a
yeah,
void.
and also on top of that, it's kinda like and understanding that don't just think that your shit's just a bomb, cause somebody else got there some bomb out there too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
big issue
You
with
you you
women, I
if you
think.
think your shit's the bomb and you think that's what's keeping him coming or whatever the case may be,
That ain't
coming
it.
back,
It
that ain't
definitely
it.
ain't your pussy.
That ain't it. You know what I'm
Nine
saying?
times out of 10, if he married you, it wasn't your pussy anyway.
True.
I'm just being honest.
Right.
Because we get it. I mean, especially if you're doing and having your way out here, sex is for, I mean, I always say this. Niggas who worry about sex or men who worry about sex are men who don't get it. When you've been getting sex for a long time, it's so far off your brain. Ask my woman.
Right. Listen to you. Ask my woman.
Fat boy, I blame the man for that. If she thinks everything is good, a man needs to communicate what his issues are. Immaturity and self. Absolutely, I agree with that
I
too.
mean, yeah, the communication is true, but the thing is sometimes you can't be on a high horse thinking that you the shit.
That's true.
You can't be on that high
Yeah,
horse. if you ain't trying to communicate, now it's different if you say like I communicated with him, I tried this, I
Yeah.
tried that. Although I gave him, food and blah blah blah, something was missing.
Mhm.
What is it? And you need
It
to
seems
figure
like
out
she
what
had
is
an
so you
assumption that everything she
was
done was
good,
right.
right?
What
You know what
she
I'm saying?
doing was right.
Everything was done was
Have
right
you
when
ever
you didn't
considered
really find out or
have you ever
whatever.
considered that maybe you are lacking something?
Exactly, and that's the thing,
And
or
if you
and it's
not,
not even that. It can also just be like sometimes you can be in a relationship or you can be with someone for a while or whatever, and it just outgrow itself. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
And there's no further that you guys can go or limited to where y'all can go with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's something that he might learn about you that he probably just can't go further, or
absolutely.
and vice versa. You know what
Yep,
I'm saying? It happens that way.
absolutely. Yeah,
So in order to basically understand is that communication or whatever, and then sometimes another thing is sometimes women will say certain things or whatever, or talk about certain things and expect you know, certain things from that conversation, and if they don't get it, they are mad because now I basically said, you basically told me everything you wanted and I did it or whatever, and now you're still stepping out. You know what I mean? So you have to basically understand if that person is stepping out, that person was not for you. If you did everything
yeah.
that you know in your life that you could have done,
But that's only
that
if
means that y'all
you did
wasn't
everything you possibly can do.
exactly. That's what I'm
Right?
saying.
Absolutely,
Exactly.
Fuel.
You know.
Absolutely, great point. Let's get to some of these comments.
Uh, most just want to play, challenge their ego, see if they still have it, or just think they can get away with murder, so to say. That's what O
Yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah. When it
I
come to
mean,
men,
you
okay,
have. I
great,
mean,
great. Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
at least in my young age or whatever.
I've done it.
We've done that whole
Yeah,
immaturity
yeah,
thing or whatever.
yeah.
But as I've grown,
If he a
it's gotten
grown ass man, I
right,
think
right.
it's a little.
It's
I
a
think
little
it's a little
different.
deeper than
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, if you would like I was young and single. I was
Yeah,
young,
yeah.
30 some years, then I was just doing my thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't trying to uh uh be committed. I'm not going to say I'm committed with you and not be committed with you and then step out. I've never done that. I've always basically and I've only made one mistake in my life or whatever as to being with someone. Actually have found and someone else and fell in love with that person unexpectedly
Oh, okay.
and it
So you
messed everything
so
up
you
for
fell
me,
in love and called your wife about it.
basically.
Phil fell in love and called and told
Yeah,
his wife, y'all.
look, and then lost them both.
And lost the boat. That man crazy.
And lost them both. But you know what I'm saying? And it was because of me not being honest enough to let the other person know, because I felt like I had a lot to lose. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of like trying to uh uh I thought I had the time to kinda, like, ease
You
that
don't.
away, but you don't.
You don't at
You
all.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it just being it was a lot of me not being honest with
With
myself,
yourself
you know
and
what I mean?
accountable.
And being
Absolutely.
accountable, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that was the most mistake I would never do shit like that again in my life, whatever. It was a learning process
Yeah,
for
for
me,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? And it was a growth for me, and some people get to a point and open-minded understanding what they're doing wrong, you know what I mean? So that's one of those
And
things.
I just want to say, every time I've ever stepped out, it was definitely something going on.
Yeah.
Because I think but like Liz says, some men like to step out and that because that's their thing. And I say he can just possibly be a clown as well, right, caller?
Mhm.
He just could be on some clown shit. But before you just write him off to on some clown shit, as a good friend, I would say take some accountability in what you could did better, because when you enter your new relationship, you're gonna need to know how to be able to prevent that from happening.
Certain things,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Yes,
as
sir.
Renee says, a real man would tell her about her weakness and concerns. Stepping out isn't the answer, especially if he plans to stay with her. Absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree. I
Mhm.
agree too. I agree too. But I think that great, great, great. You're right, Renee. I ain't gonna even comment on it. You're right.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
Uh,
Absolutely right.
Renee said, I love to talk with a man or uh, listen to him. You're supposed to have communication. Whatever happens, just happens. You have to learn about each other.
Absolutely,
And yeah,
Liz.
that's exactly right, Liz.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna actually
We're gonna
leave it
end it
on
on
that,
that note.
man. We're gonna end. I kind of wanted to want more, but no, we're gonna wait.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah, yeah,
wait.
yeah.
We're
We'll
gonna
wait.
wait.
We will wait.
Because we did play two
Yeah, we
dear
play
brothers,
too.
dear sisters,
Hmm.
guys. We got a bunch of more and I definitely they were so good. So y'all got to tune in next week. Y'all got to tune
Great
in for
dear
the next
brother,
one.
great dear
And we
sister,
hope we
though.
were able to your callers that sent it. We hope we were able to give some enlightenment to your questions. And hopefully by reading other people's comment on here as well, that you may have learned something or got some
Absolutely.
some sort of knowledge from it as well. You know what I mean?
If you're watching, I say you get home and y'all try some tantric art real quick and see what y'all got going. See what the
Yeah.
chemistry looking like.
Yeah, I understand it. That it's not just a sexual thing. It's an
No,
art
it's the
form.
art form.
You know what I'm saying? So look at it like that.
And
Don't
it's
look at it
building
as just a
emotional
whole set.
integrity
Exactly. You know what
between
I'm
each
saying?
other.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think we covered
I
it,
think we
dog.
covered it, dog.
Man, it was a heck of a show today, man. All these comments, there was a lot of people here. Still
Carol
remember,
said,
I got that
I got that
900.
9, LO. Hey now,
I'm gonna
LO.
call you now.
Hey, we
Ring,
love
ring,
y'all.
ring, ring, ring.
No,
No.
for real. We love y'all, man.
That's
Thank
what's
y'all for
up. We
tuning in.
appreciate you
Thank you for
guys
all the
watching.
comments.
Yeah, and remember, if they talking
About
about
you
you
behind your back, they
they
behind
behind
you
you
for
for
a
a reason.
reason.
Peace.
Peace. Bah, bah, bah. Rah, 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 rah.
You have 2 new messages.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you been? I heard you was on a show called Reasons. What's that?
Hey, fat boy, what's up, man? I saw you're on this show called Reasons with this guy named Fuel.
Yo,
What's up?
got some information.
Yeah.
They asking for it. What should we do?
Okay. Let's give it to him.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's see. Not but tomorrow though. What time tomorrow? If it's before, oh no, shit. She